Hi everybody, welcome back to Daily Endeavours for the 9th of June. I'm Jackson. We've got a 15 steel stat again. Sorry, these next couple of ones are probably going to be late. It's got a pretty rough week this week, so I'll see how I go, but yeah, can't give you any guarantees that they'll be out on time. But yeah, this set isn't great anyway, I don't think. It's not terrible, but it's not great either. There's a lot of DLC reliance on this one, mainly. So destroying stone Atronachs, stealable items of blue quality or better, 15,000 alliance points, 60,000 healing with Scribed abilities, that's missing health, and then improving an item. This one's pretty straightforward. So is this one if you've got Gold Road. This one's you basically want Blackwood or Murkmire for this. I don't think there's many other good options, and it's not a stone Atronach, I can tell you that right now. A bit of a weird one, this one, if you're not familiar with this. So, I'll start with the easy ones. So, improving the item. You need some improving materials. So, the best ones, I think, to use are either a green or blue. The good thing is, regardless of your level, you can kind of use these from any point. Oh god, of course the only three I don't have are there. So, the three skill lines I don't have, blacksmithing, woodworking, and clothing, they all have a hireling that you can get. I suppose there's... yeah, Enchanter has one too. So these guys here. So if you get those for the other types of crafts, through your mail you'll get some upgrade materials every now and then. That's a good way over time to sort of hoard them and allow you to do these easily whenever they come up. So you either need 5 green ones or 7 blue ones. The other way to get them, to upgrade one item, that is, the easiest way to get them if you've got a little bit of gold to spend is go to either blacksmithing, clothing, or woodworking in guild stores and look for resin, for tannins, or for tempers. These are the upgrade materials. You'll mostly see gold and purple, I think, in most guild stores because these are the ones that people tend to want. But just look around, you'll probably find some green and some blue ones for not terrible prices, I think. Like they are about 10 gold each. When it comes to the blacksmithing or clothing ones. So, honing stone, dwarven oil, these are the blacksmithing ones that you want to look at. For clothing, it's embroidery and hemming. These are all about 10 or 11 gold each. Woodworking, you've also got pitch. For some reason, this is more expensive. Don't know why. But pitch is quite expensive. Turpin is quite cheap, though. So, yeah, interesting that pitch is way more expensive than turpin. I wouldn't go jewelry crafting, because turn is... actually less expensive than pitch, which is quite funny. But yeah, turn's quite bad and iridium's quite bad too. So blacksmithing and clothing is what I normally go for these. Once you got whichever one you want, like blacksmithing or clothing, I would recommend. Come to a place like Aegis of Oriel in Oridon. A great place to do this is Imperial City, because you can just loot the clothes or the like blacksmithing, like metal weapons or armor, without getting a bounty. Whereas here you have to be a bit careful not to get a bounty. So you either want a clothing item if you found some like hemming or embroidery, or you want some heavy armor if you got like dwarven oil or grain solvent. This fucking shit. Okay, so let's got this helmet. Go outside. This way you don't have to craft an item yourself to upgrade. It's not super important, but I just prefer that. Use as little resources as possible. So this is the improvement tab here. This is what you need to... go away, tutorials. This tab right here is where you got to improve stuff. So just find whatever item that you just grabbed. Select it and it'll tell you how many items that you need. As you can see here, you need 5 of the green ones. And then if you want it to be blue, you'd need 7. Now... you can, if you level up these skill lines, you get 10 in expertise and temper or resin expertise. So putting points in these reduces the amount of items that you need to upgrade each time. At maximum, it can require 2. So it's really helpful in the long run to get those 2. Getting a crafter for this endeavor is very helpful. Just to save you in the long run. Just spending less gold on it each time. Yeah, very straightforward. Just go up to the item and just upgrade it. Just keep in mind, if your chance is not 100%, you do have a chance of losing the item that you're trying to upgrade. Okay, so next up is healing with Scribed abilities. So this 60,000 amount, this is actually missing health. If you just try and heal yourself naturally with a Scribed ability, what will happen is it just won't progress. But you'll notice if you are missing health, it will progress. So what you want to do is use a Scribed ability that heals you and an ability that takes away health as well. So siphoning attacks if you're a Nightblade is really good. Same with the vampire skill Blood Frenzy. If you don't have access to siphoning attacks, the other good option is Blood Altar through the Undaunted skill line. You can get this from level 10 by visiting 3 different taverns. Like, you visit one of them, but there's 3 different options. Solid Wings Tavern, or probably the easiest to get to is in Glenumbra, because it's right next to the Wayshrine. A Rosy Line here. Where this icon is here, there'll be a tall female orc. And if you talk to her, she has a quest. If you start that quest, you don't have to finish it, you just start it. It gives you the Undaunted skill line, you get this skill here, and this takes away health. So either of these is fine. And then if you can, get a vampire with Blood Frenzy, because this it takes away health and gives you weapon and spell damage, which actually increases your healing done. Those are the 3 skills I use. So the method is simple. Just activate Blood Frenzy if you got it, and then just spam the skill that costs health until about 5,000 HP, and then I just cast the heal ability for Scribing. So the only real thing you need for Scribing as far as healing goes is Wield Spell. You get this from the start basically, and then you can get healing and... Oh, do I not have the other one? So if you complete the Wing of the Indrik on your the character that you do the Scribing quest on, you get healing and the heal signature as well. I like Druids more, just because it gives you resources when you're doing this, so you're not spending as much time like waiting for resources and stuff. But yeah, it's not super important. And then Vitality if you can get it as well, because this just increases your healing done, which is very helpful. So you need to complete the Wing of the Dragon, this one over here, in order to get access to the Druid's Resurgence and the Vitality script. Oh, sorry, affixes. Scripts and affixes. No, signatures and affixes. That's right. So Reaper's... God damn it. Reaper's March is where you get your Vitality one. It can be found here at the back of the Mages Guild, and then in Wayrest is where you get the one for Druid's Resurgence. But Vitality is the main thing. You can use heal and it's no big deal. So I'll link in the description the setup that I use for that healing soul as well, just in case people need it. And I'll also link the Scribing USP page, because that has a section where it explains how to get all the free scripts you can get from each of the Mages Guilds are, so you can have a look yourself if you want those. Okay, so stealing items of blue quality or better, that or better part is actually quite important. So the only real way to do this, there's 2 methods. So either the Thieves Guild option, which is better if you've got Thieves Guild. If not, there's a base game way, but it can be a little bit slow and it's quite RNG dependent. So you basically have to go through wardrobes like this, and every now and then there'll be some blue quality items in them. The chances is quite low. Like you'll get an after 10 minutes usually, but yeah, it just takes time. So firstly, just go to gameplay, make sure auto loot stolen items is not on, because you don't want to be running around checking these things and then accidentally taking them and getting yourself a bounty, because there are guards in these sorts of places. Now, the other option is Carrier's Hit List. If you come here and go stealth in the corner, there's an item you can steal here called the Direni Inflammable Rug, I think it's called. Revan Direni, something like that. This item is gold quality and it's stolen. So what you can do, I'll show you where to go to find these things, because there's a couple. There's one in His Vein, and the reason this one's not here yet is, unless I've already got it, I don't have it. Either you have it, or you haven't actually been to His Vein. It's a bit weird, but I'll show you what happens. So other than that, you can only just check heaps of containers to see if you can find a blue item. So just... what I usually do if I don't have that DLC is just come through, check every single container in like a area. Some of them will be not have anything in them. That's normal. Is that an option? Oh, it's a bookshelf. There's a trunk here, nightstand here. So this area is the Daggerfall Castle in Daggerfall, just southwest of the Wayshrine. It's a little bit of a weird trek. You have to come through here. You can come up here and go this way, Or you can come around here and just go that way. But yeah, it is a little bit of a trek. You come upstairs and you can check the dresser. You can check the cupboard as well. Wardrobe, nightstand. These wardrobes have usually got stuff in them, but not right now. So you can see there's a green item there. Eventually you'll find some blue items. It just bloody takes time. Don't grab these straight away because they're not like things you can open up. You just take them straight away and you'll get a bounty, so just be careful. No. Right, so what I'm going to do is this safe box, if it's here, just wait for this guy to leave and then grab it, because once he leaves, that's it. He's not coming back for a while. So these are good for the possibility of finding blue items, but not always. Unfortunately, sometimes you just get a green item. So that's everything, basically, and then you go outside, and what I like to do is I go to the Wayshrine, and then I travel to Oridon. I travel into the bank here and do the same thing, basically. And what happens is, when you leave the zone, everything here will reset. So you go here, check all the containers in the bank, and if none of them have any blue items, you leave. Check this area as well, this little room here, because that's actually, there's no guards or anything, or any people, so that you won't get a bounty if you check those and take anyway. So check that area, and then come to the Wayshrine, and just travel back to Glenumbra in this castle, and just repeat the process until you find some blue items. You can do the exact same thing if you own the Necrom DLC, except you've got tons of urns that you can check, and there's no guards to stop you. So Necrom is actually really good. To get here, you need the Necrom DLC, obviously. If you haven't been here before, start here, go up to the city, get this Wayshrine, or use this house as well in home tours. That's quite handy. Just come up here, and the door is here, and there's a big hallway section in here that you can check, and that's full of urns, and the urns can have some blue items sometimes. There can also be some furnishing leads in purple quality that you can get there, so there's tons of items, and there's just literally like 100+ urns in there. And the best thing is, the Outlaws Refuge, there's a door in there to the refuge, so if you want to reset all the urns, just go back in and out, and it'll reset everything in that area, because you leave the zone technically, and leaving the zone counts as resetting the instance. So that's a very quick way to just get tons of stuff you can check, but again, it's just a gamble on whether you'll find some blue items or not. Alright, so let me show you the gold quality items that you can find. So that location here is one of them, but as I said before, you have to go to Hughes Vein for the first time. So do that first. Here, to the bank. So as soon as you enter Hughes Vein, Kari's hit list will trigger, and that is what causes the golden items to start spawning. So as soon as you've been to Hughes Vein once, you'll find stuff to the gold items to start spawning. Yeah, one of them's found in the bank here, one of them's found in Glenumbra in the castle. I'll show you that in a minute, but I just want to show you where to find this one. Come in here, to this corner, you can see this item here. So they have this like shining effect to them. So yeah, you can see it's stolen. So I don't like using this area over Daggerfall, because you have to wait for this lady to not be standing there watching you. Otherwise you'll get a bounty if you try and take it. So you just have to wait for her to go away. Let's check this desk just in case there's a blue item in there. But it's not a big deal if you have access to Thieves Guild, because the way it works is you pick it up and then you delete it, and then it respawns instantly. So it just means that you bypass the entire issue of having to find everything altogether. So she's over there, so we'll steal this now. And then we'll delete it. And now it'll respawn instantly. So you can just grab it again. And that's the endeavor done. Just delete that and go about your day. Alright, so here's the item here that I was talking about. So now that I've been to Hughes Vein, see it spawns. So yeah, Revan Dureni's Inflammable Rug can be found there. When you do the same thing, you delete it, it respawns instantly, and then you delete it again for next time. Okay, Stone Atronachs. Huh? Oh. Hang on. I got a question for you all. Have you seen one of these? Or one of these? Don't worry if you haven't. You're probably not the only one. These things are quite rare. They can only be found... Okay, like, it says, seek them out in the ruins of Craglin. This is fucking horseshit. There's only one place in Craglin you can find one of these, and it is in Ethereum Archive. You have to do Ethereum Archive 5 fucking times to get 5 Stone Atronachs. This is one of the worst endeavors for non-DLC. If you have DLC, it's better, but still not great. So what you need to do is find yourself a Mire Gaunt. You don't really want to be using Stone Atronach unless you are really damn good and can do a solo normal like DLC dungeon. There's a couple of options there. You've got one of them is Moongrave Fane, which can be found here. They're called like Stone Guardians or some shit. Or Moongrave Guardians or something like that. Moongrave Sentinels. They're Stone Atronachs. They work there. There is also... Oh god, what are the other ones? Hang on. So, Earthenroot Enclave is another one where you can find these things. They are called... Oh, sorry, no, they're not called... They're called Stone Atronachs. They're in the Gallery of Stone area, I think. And the Oathsworn Pit, that's another one. Where is that? Is that in Deadlands? Where is the Oathsworn Pit? Don't even know where that is. Oh, there it is. Okay, so in Markarth, there's also the Oathsworn Pit. That's got Stone Atronachs. And then there is also Falkreath Hold, which has like... which will like spawn one in a very like... It takes ages to get 5 there. And then Bloodroot Forge, one of the bosses spawns a bunch of them. And then, like, you're not sure if you can even get 5 from normal in there, and veterans are fucking pain in the ass. The only thing you want to be using here is a Mire Gaunt. These can be found in Blackwood, and they can be found in Murkmire, mainly. Those are the 2 locations you'll be able to find these things. And they are, even then, they are not common. You basically go to, like, the far reaches of these swamps to find them. So here's one here. So this is a Mire Gaunt. These are the bad boys you want to find. So, the thing you do not want to be doing is killing them. What you want to be doing is just letting them attack a bit, and then they'll spawn these things. These totems are what are considered to be Stone Atronachs. So you kill these stone totems, and that is what gives you this endeavor. I don't know why. I don't know why they count as stone totems. But yeah, they do. There's other totem types spawned by certain enemies that also count, but as far as I'm aware, Mire Gaunts are the only like relatively simple one to reach and to use. So yeah, just do that over and over, and then once you get your 5 from those totems, don't kill the thing. Just leave. Just let it de-aggro. The reason for that is if you kill it, it will take a while to respawn. If somebody else has got the same idea, they want to kill. They don't want to kill it, they want to kill the stone totems. It means they're waiting for the fucking thing to respawn, and sometimes it can take ages. So just don't be a dickhead to other players. Leave them alive so other people can reap the benefits. Because, man, there are not many Mire Gaunts out there. So there's one there. In these far reaches of Murkmire, you can find them. There are also a couple in Blackwood around here. Around the southern side of the swamp. The easiest way to get to these is to use Willow Pond Haven and travel down here, go through here, make sure you get the Sway Shrine, and then you've got access to those. And yeah, same thing, don't fucking kill them if you can. Everyone does for some reason. Yeah, honestly, I wouldn't suggest using Stone Atronachs at all. Just avoid them and use Mire Gaunts and kill the fucking pillars of the totem. It's so much better, I think. Okay, so now I'll just talk as much as I can about alliance points. 15,000 alliance points is quite a bit. It takes a fair bit of Cyrodiil to get that. It can be quite quick if you find the right group and get very lucky, but in most cases it's just going to take far longer than anything else in this list, I think. So probably the most surefire way to get it is through Battlegrounds. It's about 10,000 for a win. So if you win twice, you'll complete this, or if you get second place 3 times. The issue with this method is that it just takes a while. Like, waiting for queue times to pop can sometimes take fucking ages. And the battleground itself can take anywhere from, like, to a maximum of 15 minutes too. And that's each battleground. So that's a lot of work. The only other real ways you can do this quick is to kill tons of players yourself using, like, maybe a ganker build on, like, prime time. So if you're on a time that's just like opposite of prime time on a server, it's probably not going to work very well just because there's so few players, and the ones that tend to be on are the ones that are harder to kill. The other way is going to be through keeps. You get about, I think is it 6,000 per keep? Yeah, 6,000 AP for just a regular take. So that's not much, considering how long these things can take. Resources are 2,000, so you need like 8 resources to get it done that way. Towns, I'm not familiar with how much towns are, but they're not great either. You could like be in a defense of a keep, and that can get a fair bit, but they take a while too sometimes, especially if you want like high numbers. Yeah, other than like doing battlegrounds or being really good at PvP and just killing a ton of players very quickly, like basically being in like a ball group sort of thing, probably not. You wouldn't get much AP like per person, I suppose, unless you get tons of players. But yeah, basically kill lots of players quick or battlegrounds, and even then it's like it's heavily dependent on luck. I just wouldn't do this one unless you absolutely need the 15 seals. Maybe do battlegrounds, but personally I'd just skip this one. Just fucking take a rain check, because yeah, these options are good, but this one sucks, I think. If you have questions about any of this stuff, do ask me, even if it's this one. Even though I'm not well versed in PvP, I'll try and give you some tips on doing this one as well. But yeah, I don't think you should bother with this one personally. If you don't have the DLC, just skip it. Wait for next bet. Should be pretty good. Or just do the weekly instead. You'll probably do these weeklies faster than you will just getting the fucking alliance points one done. Alright, yeah, that's everything. So, thanks everyone for watching. Thanks for your support as always. I'll see you next time. Oh, before I go, I should also mention Siege. Siege is also helpful for this, killing players, because Siege can do a lot of damage. Not great against ball groups though, because they just heal through everything. But they're just unkillable anyway. Alright, whatever. So, thanks everyone for watching. I'll see you next time. Take care.